Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. As always, I'm announcing today with Andrew Bleckman, and together we will announce every point played today. All Mutuals wagering is now open on today's 8-game performance. Each of today's 8 games offers win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. We have 2 daily doubles, an early daily double and a late daily double. Early daily double. Actually, we don't have a late daily double. Early daily double. Games 1 and 2. We have 2 pick 3s, an early pick 3 and a late pick 3. Early pick 3, games 2, 3, and 4, late pick 3, games 6, 7, and 8. I also have the high-paying high 5 jackpot being forced out today. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly and have the only ticket that does so. That's usually how it works, just not today. Today is a mandatory payout, so consolation payouts on the high 5 with its minimum $2,000 guarantee. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. Placing a bet, not necessary in order to enjoy today's action. No scratches in today's performance. Today's performance, scratch-free. That in mind, we ask you to make your wagers as early as possible within scheduled post times and sit back and relax. Post time for Game 1 of this scratch-free performance is now 9 minutes away. Andrew, hi, how are you?
Hello, Stu. Doing well today. And as you said, last Pelota performance of the season here. So, last opportunity to get to talk to you guys at home. So get those questions in.
Thank you, Adam. You're fine.
And today is a force-out day, as you see up there on the screen. So play that high 5, $2,000 must be paid out in full, even if we don't have a single jackpot winner. It's a great day to play. We've had a couple of them this season, and this is the final opportunity. Let's say hello to our friends in the chat here early on. We got Steve, Leprechaun. No, it's okay, Stu.
I'm going to grab some lunch. So you do some announcing, and then I'll eat lunch and keep score. What do you say we'll split it up like that?
You got it. Take the game. It'll be dangerous. We'll see here, Stu. That we're hearing not great things about the tuna since the Savins left, but I may be doing all the games. We'll see how the tuna is. Well, we got 7 minutes to go till game one. Everyone's complaining about the tune. 7 minutes to go till game number one. As we do before the first game of all performances, we have this video that will explain the scoring format for all 8 games, which today, as every day, is Spectacular 7 scoring.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And we're back here. Says about 6 minutes now till the start of game number 1. Again, so as we were saying, so we got Steve, Leprechaun, hello, William, Highlight, Jane. I know that's Mr. Kinchman. I don't know how to pronounce that. Steelwund, maybe? And then one more point. Jason, hello. A lot of our usual fans joining us here for the last Pelota performance, but don't forget about Battle Court, because we still have a lot of time left in Battle Court, playing tonight at 5 p.m., then this upcoming Friday at 7 p.m., which will close out the regular season. Then we're going to come back the following Friday. That will be Friday, December 5th. We'll play both semifinals in Battle Court that day. First one begins at 2 p.m. Second one begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the next Friday, December 12th, 7 p.m. start time for our Season 8 Battle Court Championship. That is the remaining schedule, at least here at Magic City. I guess you know, that's it. Here at Magic City, those are the last couple performances we have, including the Battle Court Championship. Again, that's December 12th. Mark your calendars. Four minutes till we begin this first game. So there's a couple of competitions that are closing out this year. We've played the early doubles from the start. Okay, Benetrix and Flores not playing today in these early games, but right now they are in first place with 7 wins. Second place, we have 2 teams tied. That's Ikeda in Tennessee with 6 and Julin and El Barba with 6 wins. And in fourth place, you have Arten Gala with 4, CRB and Ben with 2 wins, Cool Fitness and Manny with 1. And then a couple winless teams so far. We got Jen and Unda, no wins, and Juice and Cabrera as well. And Keith, we buried the lead, and I apologize for this. We received the package on Thursday and immediately took out the beef strips, which were excellent, and Stu can attest to that as well. But he's got his mouth full. So
they were great.
They were great. They were great. And then later in the week, I tried the the honey barbecue, that was just the jerky, which was also, it was so flavorful, and it was, I mean, I hate to use this word, but it was so moist. I mean, usually with jerky, it's like dryish, like you're eating tree bark. But I'll tell you what, Keith, I don't know what you guys got over there, but I'm for sure visiting on the way up this summer. I'll pass right through Wausau. And I got to check it out. I really like the jerky and the strips. That's more my speed. I gave some of the sausages away. I gave that to Tennessee. He was interested, and he was here when we opened it. So he's going to let us know how that is. And the garlic sausage as well, I think it was to Tennessee. So we tried a couple of it, and we'll let you know how it is. But we really appreciate it, Keith, and definitely look forward to seeing you up this summer. But really, I mean, that could be a selling. I've never had jerky, and I'm not a big jerky guy, but it was just, I mean, it was glistening. You could see it was so flavorful. It was really excellent. So thank you, Keith. Glad that you found us, and hope you enjoy the last week of High Life. Less than a minute till we begin game number 1. No scratches in today's performance. Check out those programs, because you'll see a couple of differences from what you're used to seeing. We got Bueno playing today, and a couple of changes in the late doubles as well. But with that, we've got game number 1. Let's begin the High Life for today. With that, we are ready to begin game number 1. Spectacular 7 scoring. Serving in the right of post 1. We have Juice and Cabrera. Receiving the blue of post 2, the Dancing Cool Fitness and Manny. So Kinchman, Bueno has been hurt all year, dealing with thought it was a back. I'm not really sure, but he is back. Played in Battle Court last week, and it's in the entries now. Big backhand there by Manny to get things started. Robote escaped. Point 2. 2 first up on the board in our first game. That'll bring the court the white shirts post 3, CRB and Ben. CRB picks the serve, floats the backhand up. Manny turns to look for the rebote. That's missed. Point 3. Post 4, we have Julian and El Barba. Ball missed off the serve, point 3. Here's post 5, Ikeda and Tennessee. Tennessee backhand to the inside, picked off by Ben. Ikeda moves in on it, forehand, low and hard, crossing. Ben picks it up, back at the 10 line. Tennessee sends this one high and deep. Robote coming out. CRB tracks it down at the 7. This one laid up at the middle of the court. Ikeda shoots it a little more powerfully this time, but Ben backs up, makes the catch. Karam, not enough. Ikeda gets it outside. That Cortada will score. Ben ducked out of the way late. Point 5. Post 6 in to receive. Jedden and Unda. Unda, backhand right up the middle. Tennessee runs around it to keep it on the left side. Unda over the top, forehand dropping. Ikeda steps in front of it, makes a save on the left side, puts it along the wall. Unda gets there. Ikeda, backhand 2-wall. Unda called him off aggressively, makes the catch, fires a forehand. Tennessee lets it pass. Ikeda drops it just above the pad, and it scores. Point 5. Here's post 7. Benetrix and Iturbide.
Yep.
Iturbide pumps the backhand low to the inside. Tennessee makes a nice catch in the air. Iturbide backed up to the 12, fires it high and deep. Robote's coming out. Ikeda turns it from the right side. Iturbide backs up, stops it in the corner. Iturbide moves in, backhand stays low. Tennessee from the left side, here's the backhand. Cutting along the wall, Iturbide steps in front of it. Ball missed by Ikeda, point 7. Here's post 8, rounding out the first round of play. The purple shirts, Arta and Gallo. That one played along the wall. Gallo picked it right off. Arta, great stop back beyond the 10 line. Coming in now, Iturbide. Forehand kicks to the middle of the court. Benetrix shoots it low and hard. Wow, what a stop by Arta, but couldn't get the throw off. Point 7. 7 with 2. That'll also do it for the first round of play. All matchups worth 2 points at the end of the game. Post 1 returns, Juice and Cabrera. Wow, Cabrera just plucked that one off the sidewall. Backhand, 2-wall, not enough. Benetrix tracks it down, fires it hard. Robote saved just above the pad with a light touch. Benetrix moves in, shoots it outside. Cabrera was there, didn't make the catch. Point 7. 7 with 4 points. Here's post 2. Cool Fitness and Manny. Powerful serve is an ace. That brings the 7 team to a possible game point. In a stop him, Julian and El Barba. That is an ace to end it. Point and game. Pink shirts, a post 7, Benetrix and Iturbide. 3 serves to 5. This will be a playoff for second and third place. Great catch overhead there by Ben. Tennessee in the middle of the court, puts it right on the wall. Ben, late reach, got in there. Decatur's rebote picked up, right between the three-team. Ben saves it on the back end. Tennessee a little bit higher, that cleared CRB. Gets it at the 6 line, puts it on the wall. Ikeda running with it, but Tennessee goes up. Oh, the floater missed, .5, point in place, post 5. 3 shows, 7, 5, 3. The unofficial order finish for game 1. Get the prices in just a moment. Winning game 1, post 7, Benetrix and Iturbide taking second, post 5, Ikeda and Tennessee coming in third, post 3, CRB and Ben, 7-5-3, now official for game number 1. Yeah. Trifecta, 7-5-3, 118.40. The Quinella, 5-7, returns $21 even. $2 on the 7 to win, also returns $9.80. Not all too bad with that 17. Up next, we've got game 2. Spectacular. 7 scoring. Up to 7 points, with points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. There are no scratches in game 2. As is the case for the entire performance. No scratches in the entire performance so far. Post time for game 2, about 5 minutes. Good luck.
Andrew, what's going on?
Hi, Stu.
Did I miss anything?
You missed a perfect game by the 17.
How did Barbara do?
He was trying. Two powerful serves, hard to handle.
I did see Jedden try to chase something down out there, but legs at that age.
2 yellow shirts going to the same spot, and neither come up with the ball.
And neither came up with the ball. We've seen that before. Anyway, how are your days off?
You know what, Stu? I had a good weekend. Spent some time up with the family in Boca, so it was nice. Got
That
to see my
sounds
brother,
wonderful.
my parents. So, how about you?
None of your business.
Okay, that's good.
Kidding. Quiet weekend.
Yeah.
Had dinner with friends on Saturday. Sunday was quiet. And then today, actually staying locally in a hotel to avoid morning traffic, because we're doing some experimentation between here and the next facility.
Okay.
So that was exciting this morning, and believe that we are close. Saw a question there.
Yes.
Yeah, so there was a press release that was released into the public arena, and you can check that out. prnewswire.com, I think it is, that talks about the move of the Magic City program to what has been historically called Miami Jai Alai, currently called Casino Miami, and will be having yet another name. I'm not talking as though I'm reading something. I'm literally trying to get crumbs off my desk here. The JAM, J-A-M, the Jai Alai Miami Arena. So I can acknowledge that much investment in the physical plant has taken place, that the superstructure for the back wall is up. A few panels of glass are in, enough to allow us to practice with a number of different balls till we get the right ball. I think this morning's practice went wonderfully. And we will be back February 9th. Battle court only. Yes, it is in the main auditorium at Miami. Did I miss anything? I miss any questions?
No,
I
I
guess.
don't. Yeah, I don't.
No, didn't miss any questions, huh? That's all right.
No, I don't think so. I refuse to speak on it. I'm not.
I'm going to...
Well, I don't know. I was a little confused after Friday, so I'm not going to say anything. But we should roll back what Stu said.
There you go.
But we're moving, folks. Last Pelota day here. Less than a minute till we begin game number 2.
One minute till post time in game 2, and the early pick 3. Any other thoughts? Go ahead, let it go, Andrew.
No, emotional day. How about this? We started back here. I mean, for you, even a year longer, but I just thinking back to where I was in 2019 and to where we are now. It's amazing what's been accomplished.
Where you
and
were
where
as a
we're-
person in your maturity?
Like, just everything.
That type
Like
of thing?
life, yeah.
That's... Oh, yeah, you've come light
grown up
years.
here, really. So, it's the end of an era, Stu. But
Oh, you
Not
needed that
the
grow
end
up.
of a chapter, you know?
Exactly. Considering where we're going, you really need that. Over serve. Point 2. Entering the court, El Barba in the white shirt at post 3. Yes, you will need to take all of that maturity, growth, knowledge, and all that other stuff and have it on file, ready to pull out at a moment's notice.
I'll be ready.
2-all by Juice scores. Point 2. Green shirt at post 4, Tennessee receives. Here's a backhand by Tennessee, hard to the inside. Juice has a missed ball on the left side, point 4. Entering the court, black shirt at post 5. The most popular, the most liked, the fastest, the most handsome highlight player in this program, the most gifted, Jedden. Tennessee on the catch. Here's the backhand. Jedden from the 10. Backhand by Tennessee, wall-to-wall. Robote coming out. Jedden for the Robote. He makes the save. Tennessee's on it. Low runner. Oh, he tipped the ball, and down he goes. Down goes Jedden. Point 4. Tennessee has 2 points. Here's post 6 in the yellow shirt. Hardest working man in highlight, Ben. Robote to the outside. Ben reads it, stops it. Nope. Point 6. Pink shirt, post 7. Ikeda receives. Ikeda moves up on the ball to make the catch. Forehand to the inside. Scooped up, but not held on to. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, CRB. CRB on the catch. There's the backhand. What a catch by CRB. Robote forehand. CRB on the catch, winds up. Ikeda from the forehand, gets back in. Picada did not have another fancy one, did you, CRB? 0.7. First round's complete. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First return, he's cool, he's fit, he's cool fitness. Powerful backhand by Ikeda. Robote forehand by Cool Fitness. 0.7. Ikeda has 4 points. Receiving post 3, El Barba. Barba low and hard to the inside. Ikeda makes the Robote play. Backhand 2-all. Lands in. Ikeda stops it. Powerful forehand. El Barba steps up, makes the catch in the air. That's well played. Robote forehand. Catch by El Barba. 2-all. Read by Ikeda. Stopped by Ikeda. The return will score. Well played by both players. 0.7. Possible game point for Ikeda. Pink of post 7. Trying to stop him. Juice. Backhand by Juice. Ikeda makes the catch. Robote by Juice. He keeps it in play. Ikeda from the 8. Point and game, post 7, Ikeda. 4 serves 2. This is place and show point. Robote forehand by Tennessee. That scores. 4 places, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish, 7-4-2. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results are official. Daily double, 7-7, $8.20. Pianella 4-7, 14-20, trifecta 7-4-2, 140 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 3. You know what that means? That is when we begin the high five for today. To play the high five, correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's a pick 5 wager with a $2,000 guarantee. There is a force out today. So if no one hits it exactly according to the rules, there'll be a consolation payout of that $2,000. No scratches in today's performance. The high five begins in just about 7 minutes. Good luck. Turn our conversation to, so Andrew getting a lot of positive feedback on his announcing, and I'm guessing that has something to do with Jatna. So I'm just going to give my opinion. So when someone comes up to something that they have really no experience with, and they like it and they enjoy it and they immerse themselves in it, they rather quickly become, I don't know if you want to say if expert's the right word, because it's hard to become expert. It's hard to become an expert without time. I think time is a necessary component of expertise. Like, you wouldn't call a fresh medical student, an expert unless they had specialized in a particular field. So, but I will say this, that for someone to come to the program organically the way that Jatna has, and then get involved in us, Dania, all forms of highlight, is a beautiful thing to watch. It really is. But then what happens at some point is you get opinions. Now, Jatna has unfortunately found out that the highlight world, and the highlight world that I'm talking about is the highlight world that basically lives within the four corners of Tiger's message board, can be pretty tough, can be pretty harsh. Sometimes they bitch about things just to bitch about things. So now, Jatna took, not issue, I wouldn't call it issue. You see, it's like, you didn't say it into the microphone, so it doesn't count. Okay. So the way it works is like, Andrew's play-by-play announcing is exactly like mine. Almost identical in some cases. So the only issue I could see someone having is the difference between the tone of our voice, which sometimes is a thing. I mean, there were people who did not like the way that I sounded at Miami Highlight. Remember this one guy I told you this story before, he used to sit with the newspaper. I'm sure he's long dead. This was back in 91 or 92. And every time he saw me anywhere in the building, he called me obnoxious with this really thick Spanish accent. And it was funny. I mean, he folded a newspaper down once, went obnoxious. And he passed me with like 500 to 1,000 people walking through the lobby and he'd turn around and walk the other way, all based on my announcing live before the message board.
So we have players that do that, not fans.
So, when it comes to, what you like in an announcer, what you don't like in an announcer, it really does come down to Andrew and I will speak for Andrew here, we announce exactly the way we've been asked to announce. And I would say that if either of us had our druthers, we might announce a little bit differently. I know that I certainly would. But no, I'm the guy who signs the checks, and the guy who's invested all the money has asked me to do a couple things, and that's the way that I do them. So I believe the same goes for Andrew. And I will say that I do believe that I can assert my own expertise over highlight announcing, which seems almost stupid to say. I mean, it's just, when those words come out of my mouth, I'm just like, you effing idiot. Just why would you talk about expertise in something that since the beginning maybe has 50 people associated with it here in the United States? But as an expert in highlight announcing, the announcing has to be conducive to the type of play that's taking place, what the ownership wants, if they like play-by-play or they just like the points announced. And Scott has very specific ideas. I mean, very specific ideas. Specific enough to be written in memo form about how he wants the announcing. And we comply. So, oh, there's Jatna. Who, me? Love you, Andrew. See, I didn't. Yeah, Jatna, I didn't take it again. It's like, since you're an organic fan, it's like there's very little you could say that would really disturb me. But I've developed such thick skin from some of those people that you muck around with on Tiger's board with, because literally some of them there is, you could, short of sending them like gold bars in the mail, there's nothing, because they don't want to see anybody. So, short of sending gold bars in the mail, there's nothing you could do to please these people. Nothing. Some of them. Again, some of them. And so I learned that, 15 years ago. And again, Ralph will tell you. Ralph, a.k.a. Ralph Butts Tiger, he'll tell you. He visited me in my office. We sat down and talked at the beginning of this. And the old company didn't like me firing on all cylinders in a public. And Scott said, let him have it, just trusting that I know the difference. And for the most part, I do.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're still not talking quite so openly about the move because there's a lot of moving parts associated with that. It is at the facility located at 36th Street and 37th Avenue, 3500 Northwest 37th Avenue. And yes, the seating and the court are involved. Yes. Locker room facilities are involved. Yes. All those things will be involved. Will we be using a different ball? Probably. Because we want to continue the excellence that we've given you. I have nothing else to say.
But today, it was positive today, though, with that.
Very positive.
Very positive. That's good to hear.
Very positive.
I know there was,
very positive. Yeah, there was a bunch.
Questions, a lot of concerns. It's just unknown.
Yeah, there's some angst going into it, but we walked out of today with I think, a very good idea.
Well, that's great to hear. Game 3. And the start of the high five. Last day to play. Good luck, folks.
Time to begin game 3. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. How many highlight players does it take to tie a faja? Answer: 4. 1. Thank you, Arto. 1. Why is it always a problem? I don't get it. Jen serves, we begin. Gallo over the top to the inside. Under big right side from the 11 line. Point 1. White shirts of post 3 now receiving. Benetrix and Iturbide. Karam. Stopped. Unda gets back in there. Powerful backhand. Iturbide from the 13. Rebote by Benetrix. What a catch by Iturbide. Jedden on the rebote to the inside. Iturbide's there. Jedden gets there. Backhand. Iturbide from the 13. That ball landed out. Point 3. Green shirts of post 4. Juice and Cabrera receive. Backhand by Benetrix. Big backhand by Cabrera. Rebote by Cabrera. Ichibide got it. Drop shot. Juice takes off. Point 3. Here with 2 points. Here's post 5, the black shirts, Julian and El Barba. Point 3. Through 3 points, here's post 6. Cool Fitness and Manny. Backhand by Manny. Caught on the forehand of Benetrix. Point 3. 3 of 4 points. Here's post 7. Ikeda in Tennessee. In and out of the cesta, that ball goes. Point 3. 5 points for the white shirts of post 3. Here to complete the first round of play. Purple of post 8, CRB and Ben. Ichibide on the backhand. CRB with a hop. Backhand from the 8. Ben now from the 10 line. Powerfully thrown. CRB with a hop. Backhand from the 9. Benetrix from the 8, backhand, low and hard. Ben takes it at the 11 line. Backhand powerfully thrown to the corner, out to the rebote. It comes on the wall. Benetrix makes the save. Floater stopped by CRB. Benetrix winding up. Coasty inside, caught by Ben. Ben makes the catch to the 11 line. CRB takes it in the air. Drop shot. Benetrix got it. Outside placement stopped by CRB. What a catch. Ben keeps it alive at the 10 line. There's the backhand. Benetrix winding up. Right up the middle. Caught by Ben. Ben from the 10 line. Powerfully thrown. Ichibide there. What a catch by Ben. Slamming into the wall. CRB on the rebote. Rebote again for CRB. Right up the middle. Caught in the forehand of Benetrix. CRB makes the catch. Hard throw to the inside. And now from the 12 line. On the forehand of Ichibide. CRB cross court, backhand from the 8. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Ben on the rebote. Does not open. Stopped by Benetrix. What a scoop by Ben. Ichibide from the 11. Ben's there again. Hard forehand. Rebote left side by Ben. Stopped by Benetrix. Benetrix rifles this one inside, and that one scores. Such a well-played point by all four players. Point 3. Straight points to a possible game point for the white shirts at post 3. Benetrix and Iturbide trying to stop them. Arta and Gallo. Backhand by Iturbide. Two all, hit the pad. Point and a perfect game for post 3. 1 places, 4-5, 6-7, 8 and 2. Pair off and playoff for third place. 4 first serves to 5. Catch by Elbarba. There's the backhand. 2 all, hit the pad, point 5. 6 serves to 7. Do you need help with the boxes? Kata picks a serve. Karam, stop by Cool Fitness. Did not complete the swing. Point 7. 8 now serves to 2. The winner of this point meets 5 and 7. The continuing playoff for show. 8 serves 2. Gallo on the right side, over the top. Rebote sails out of play, point 2. 5, 7, and 2 remaining in the playoff for show. 5 first serves to 7. Powerful backhand by Tennessee. Rebote forehand to the outside. Caught by Ikeda. Point 7. Possible show point for the 17. Ikeda and Tennessee. Trying to stop them, Arta and Gallo. Rebote left side to the inside. Oh, good catch by Arta. Gallo from the forehand. Kata's there. High scoop miss. Rebote save. Dave made it. Kata, 2 all. Stopped by Arta. Cortada scores. We'll turn them around now. 2 serves 7. This is show point. Great catch by Tennessee. Nice backhand. Robote. To the inside. Big bounce brought down by Tennessee. Tennessee keeps it to the inside. Powerful backhand by Tennessee again. Scores. 7 shows. Unofficial order finish. 3-1-7. Your prices will be up in a moment. Coming in first, post 3, Benetrix and Iturbide. Taking second, post 1, Jeden and Unda. Coming in third, post 7, Ikeda and Tennessee. 3-1-7, the official order finish for our third game. 2-hour Quinella, 1-3, 21-20. Trifecta, 3-1-7, 91-40. 2-hour wager on 3 to win, 760. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game 4. A spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. No scratches in game 4, and post time is now just about 7 minutes away, or 6 minutes away, rather. Good luck. Matthew Eves asking about how the seasons for Pelota. That's an excellent question. So seasons for Pelota are applied for in the prior fiscal year for the state, for the upcoming fiscal year for the state. And you apply for, as a licensed pari-mutuel facility, you apply for a certain amount of dates, and then the state approves those dates, and then you have to play those dates. So that's what establishes the season. Now, in Battle Court, we're, for the most part, completely in control of Battle Court. And by we, I mean the World Highlight League. I personally don't have really anything to do with that schedule or the days or any of that. I just focus on player issues. Tigers Chalk Talk. I'm going to miss hearing us interact with the chat. Well, yeah, we'll take some time off of it, and you know, probably when we get over to the new place, there's going to be some commentary that I'm not going to want to hear, so. So, you know, I think it'll be good for all of us to take a rest. Why does he ask you the questions like that? Worst case scenario, they'll be deducted from his pay.
That's right. And that would never happen. So this could be a case where it's way easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. This is like one of those cases.
Now, I need to establish something since you use those words.
Yeah.
Where we're going,
yeah.
As soon as that thought enters your head,
oh, no.
In all circumstances, no.
Oh, I'm not taking it. That building?
That building is the definition of don't apply that, whatever it is.
Right.
Idiom?
Yeah. Well, it's not the, you know, not, it's not about property respect, but it's, yeah, similar. But, so we go over there. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I mean, I'm not.
No, you don't even need, they don't even require that. They don't require that. It's just none of the, like some of our guys, sometimes they do some stuff they shouldn't do.
Right. Yeah.
And there's probably going to be a lot less tolerance for that, or it will be brought to my attention by another security department very, 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 very quickly.
Matthew is asking about the. Did you answer that question?
About the seasons? I did,
Okay, yeah.
I did answer
Yeah,
this
you kinda did,
about
yeah.
Pelota seasons being approved by the state, and we have to play according to what we've asked the state for. And Battle Court, those seasons just are entirely created by the World Highlight League.
So in theory, you could play those battle court matches really whenever, but Pelota,
Power show. That's less of it. I'll be honest with you. That thing right there that you're talking about, I have not come into that in this generation of highlight player. I have not come into that in this generation of highlight player. Certainly around here.
Which, yeah.
That has not one time been an issue. And we'll end that commentary there. Unless you're talking about Coca-Cola.
Well, there will be less of that for sure. I don't think. What are you going to do with the? I mean, we got a big stack. You just
My
gonna
stack?
Put them in the car?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, as you should.
And I'm sure that I will have a little cubby hole over there somewhere. I imagine that JR and I will probably share an office. Do you want to announce this one?
I'm working on something for Scott. Actually, I hate to. I announced the first games too. I had to get one in today. I can maybe.
That's
do
what I'm
another.
saying. If you want to announce another one, you're more than
I'll
welcome
let you
to.
know.
Time to begin Game 4. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Welcome back, Bueno from Extended. Absence. Recovering. Blue post 2, Lalu. Point 2. White shirt at post 3, Julian Reese's. Backhand by Julian, powerfully thrown. Scoop by Lalu. Point 3. Green shirt at post 4, number 40, Goanaga receives. Here's the backhand by Goanaga. Robote, forehand by Julian. Goanaga at the 5 line, drop shot. Scores on the second bounce. Point 4. Black shirt at post 5 receiving. Here's Benny. Backhand by Benny, powerfully thrown and passing. Here's the backhand by Benny. Robote forehand by Goanaga. Drop shot. That scores. Well thrown by Goanaga, point 4. Forward 2 points. Here's the yellow shirt of post 6, Manny. Here's the backhand by Manny. Robote, left side to the inside. Manny takes it on the forehand. Scoop by Goanaga. Inside placement scores for Goanaga, 0.4. Goanaga has 3 points. Serving to the pink shirt at post 7, worn by Arta. Matthew Eves. I will say that that's like, you know, how the backhand 2-all doesn't sit well with me. It's so drop shot or the dejada, that has always been part of the game. Here's a backhand by Arta. Rebote forehand now by Goanaga. Scoop by Arta. 2-all. Lands in and scores. Beautifully thrown. 0.7 here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt at post 8, high row. There was a player formerly at Miami Highlight. He had a nickname that I won't repeat, but he played at Miami Highlight for a number of years as well as Fort Pierce. Short in stature, mostly in the early games, but played there from 68 into the 90s. And he would take the serve on the backhand and do a backhand drop shot off the serve. Very unique play. 0.7. First round's complete. Matchups. We're 2 points now through the end of the game. Bueno returns. Red at post 1. Inside placement scores, 0.7. Seven on the board with 4 points. Here's post 2. Lalu. Ball lands out, 0.2. 2 with 3 points. Here's post 3. Julian. Rebote forehand to the outside. 0.2. Possible game point for the blue at post 2. Lalu trying to stop him. Benny. Here's a backhand by Benny. Rebote forehand by Lalu. Nice save. Benny's there. 2 bounces. 0.5. Yellow shirt at post 6. Manny receives. Rebote forehand by Benny. 2-all caught the pad, 0.5. 5 and 4 points. Here's post 4, Goanaga. Haro, you're supposed to be in the cage. Stop disturbing the server. Thank you. Gonaga, backhand, wall to wall, rebote coming out. Gonaga on the catch, backhand. Benny up the wall, could not make the catch. Point 4. Possible game point for the green shirt, post 4, Gonaga, trying to stop him. Hyro. Here's the backhand by Hyro. Scoop by Gonaga. Rebote forehand to the inside. Gonaga's there. Ball tipped. Point in game. Post 4. Gonaga. 4 wins at 2 places. 7 serves to 5. This is a playoff 4 show. Powerful backhand by Benny. Point 5. 4-2-5, unofficial order of finish. .425, the official order finish for game 4. Early pick 3, 7-3-4, 3 of 3 numbers returning $105.60. $2 wager on 4 to win, $12.60. Tiaro Quinella 2-4, 22-20. 4-2-5, 251 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game 5. It is a spectacular 7. Doubles match, play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Feature doubles action going on. Best doubles players, majority of whom are here. Post time for game 5, 7 minutes. Good luck. Andrew, give me an interesting something to talk about because Inaki's got me all shaken up. Seriously. Seriously?
Well, I was going to ask you, well, it came up in the chat. Is there, talking about shots, which are better than others? Well, I know what might be at the bottom of the list, but something at the top of the list.
Oh, we know it's at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
We know it's at the bottom of the list. It shouldn't be called a shot. I mean, it's like, a change in a piece of legislation that got snuck in the middle of the night when no one was looking. So my favorite shot is a powerfully thrown carom. Forehand carom.
Yeah.
So which? 3-4. Time for the 3-4 practice. Inaki, be very careful. Gentlemen, as a reminder of your time at Magic City, you can keep your post 8 of the jersey. You must leave the rest. You Stu, favorite Thanksgiving dish? I'm pretty lame. Just a well-cooked turkey and stuffing without anything bizarre in the stuffing. I don't like, raisins in the stuffing. I don't like nuts in the stuffing. I like just a nice moist stuffing without any surprise. As director just said, no surprises. Apples? Director Brian? Apples? Were you traumatized by that? Looking back to the chat here, I think they heard us talking about it. Stu, will there be more Battle Court teams in 2026? The answer to that is no. There will continue to be 6 Battle Court teams. Change in ownership. Walnuts. I knew that one. I had seen that one before. Chestnuts. Dad jokes.
Three minutes, folks, till we begin game number 5. So we were talking about shots, and then we got a little distracted.
Wow.
Wow, pal. Wow.
Just a conversation going on around me that's just like mind-numbing. I mean, literally mind-numbing. Like if it continued to go on. And the problem is that, it's...
Yeah.
Oh, God. No, that conversation was absolutely mind-numbing, was it not? And then CRB came over with his whatever it was. And then it was like, I felt my IQ dropping point by point with every breath or beat of my heart.
No, I thought that too, Stu. I thought I was going crazy for a second.
Wow, Matthew Eves heard everything through the microphone. So, no, actually, one of the players... So, okay, it's already out there. So, since this is our last season of Pelota at Magic City, Scott said you can have your 8 jersey. All the other jerseys must stay. And one of the players said that he wanted to buy his other jerseys and asked for a price, which is kind of bold because I don't think Scott was thinking about that.
Right. Yeah,
and so, like, if when given a choice, things become complicated, and then CRB came over. And it's not a farewell party. It's really, we're getting all the players together in between the matinee and Battle Court to... It's a time when most of them are in one spot at one time, so we don't have to call them into a special dinner or special something where we can answer questions, because there's folks even like myself who may have questions about our future. And Scott brings food.
So is that happening today?
Yeah,
Okay.
I put you in the message. Didn't you put yourself back in the message?
Yeah,
thing?
but I think I came after that. But it's okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'll be here. No, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere.
That's good. But it's not a party.
No, I wouldn't call it that.
It's would definitely not call it a party.
I thought I was going nuts, Stu. I thought I was losing my mind for a moment.
You think that it's just me who wants to be in an announcer's booth by myself with you? It's
But
no. If you listen,
I really thought I was wrong.
No, if you listen to that too long, your head will spin literally off your shoulders, and you just hope that someone's there to pick it up and put it back on.
Thank you, Stu. You helped me there.
We're ready to begin Game 5. Now you know why I completely bailed on any of that stuff and left it in your hands. You can have those conversations. I can't. No chance. Here's a serve. We begin. Powerful backhand by Benetrix Robote. Robote forehand by Lalu. Scoop by Douglas. Catch by Douglas. Here's the backhand. Harats from the 12 line. Robote left side. Benetrix moving in, makes the catch. Hard throw. Oh, what a scoop by Lalu. Cortado return, caught the pad. The pad is bad. Great play by all 4 players, point 2. First up on the board in our 5th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3. Iñaki and Unda. Here's a backhand by Douglas. Iñaki from the 9 line. Douglas is there. Big backhand by Unda. Robote forehand by Benetrix. Robote save. Benetrix picks it out of the air at the 6th line. Hard to the inside. What a scoop by Unda. Robote forehand by Benetrix. On the wall. That kicks up into the overhead screen just out of play. Point 2. 2 points for the 2 post. Receiving in the green shirts of post 4. Bueno and Benny. Robote forehand by Benetrix. Benny on the backhand. Douglas at the 13. Ball tipped by Benny. Point 2. 3 points for the 2 posts. Black shirts of post 5 now taking the court. We have Jairo and Manu. Robote forehand, caught by Douglas. Manu from the 11 line. Benetrix is there. Manu on the Robote, little clip. Mid-court placement stopped by Benetrix. Benetrix hard from the costado, scoop by Manu. Manu now from the 11 line. Douglas takes it in the air, backhand. Low and hard and caught by Jairo. 2-all, that's out. Point 5. Receiving, yellow shirts, a post 6. Itrabide and Gallo. Jairo makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Ball tipped in the backcourt, point 5. 5 with 2 points. Pinka post 7. Goanaga and Nicholas receive. You said that name. You said that name. Point 5. Purple shirts, post 8. Rutia and Cabrera receive. Backhand by Cabrera. Manu looks for the rebote. The inside it goes. Big bounce brought down by Cabrera. Powerful backhand, clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand. Backhand by Cabrera. Manu makes the catch. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Right to the corner. Out to the rebote. It's low. Urrutia makes a save. Jairo. Oh, what a catch by Cabrera. Backhand at the sidewall. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Jairo's got a backhand. Right back to the corner. Urrutia calls for the rebote. Plays it hard to the inside. Manu on the bounce. High above his head at the 13. Cabrera. Backhand to the inside. Manu is there. Powerful backhand. Caught by Cabrera. Rebote. Forehand by Jairo. Rebote forehand by Urrutia. Stopped on the bounce by Manu. Beautiful catch made overhead by Cabrera. Rebote left side by Urrutia. Manu, great pickup at the 12 line. Rebote forehand, passes. Manu makes the catch. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Picked up by Cabrera. Back to the inside. On the wall. Manu is there. Cabrera again. Backhand from the 13 line. Low runner. Scooped up by Cabrera on the inside. Cabrera now from the 12. Manu, backhand from the 11. Powerfully thrown to the inside, and Cabrera's there again. Backhand by Cabrera. That's high, but clears the overhead screen. Urrutia from the backhand. Caught on the forehand of Manu. Manu again. Powerful forehand. Rebote, left side by Urrutia. Excellent catch by Urrutia overhead. Powerful backhand follows. Rebote coming out. Jairo's there. Sends it wall to wall from the forehand Rebote. Urrutia on the run. Makes the save. To the inside it goes. Here's Manu. Urrutia calls for the Rebote. Keeps it inside. Manu is there. Powerful backhand. Caught in the air by Cabrera. Cabrera into the corner. Out to the Rebote. Jairo on the Rebote. Rebote left side, whipped to the inside by Urrutia. Excellent catch by Cabrera. Backhand. Manu stops it at the 11 line. Rebote forehand fired by Urrutia, stopped by Manu. Here's the backhand. Cabrera at the 11 line. Powerful backhand. Manu stops it. Cabrera again. Backhand to the inside. Lower and harder. Jairo's there. Off the wall. Difficult Rebote coming in. Sidearm. Forehand Rebote. Does not open. Cortada. Stopped by Cabrera. Jairo. Powerfully from the left side. Urrutia is there. From the costado. Oh my. A well-played point by all four players. Point 8. Eight gets the last point of the first round. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, red posts 1, Lalu and Rats. Lalu picks the serve, rifles it inside. Cabrera's diving save keeps that ball in play. Lalu's there again. He blasts one from the forehand. It's stopped by Cabrera. Cabrera to the inside. Aratz lets it pass. Lalu makes the save. Arrutia picks it in the air. Splitter scores. Point 8. 8 with 3 points. Serving post 3, the white shirts, Iñaki and Unda. Welcome, Noel. Welcome to everyone who didn't get a personalized welcome from us on this last day of Pelota. Here's a big backhand by Unda. Cabrera's there. Cabrera to the inside. That's high. It does clear. Rebote for Iñaki. Iñaki from the 9 line on the backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote forehand. Catch by Arrutia. Rebote by Arrutia, picked up by Iñaki. Iñaki to the outside where it scores. Hard fought point, point 3. Play continues, 3 with 2 points. Serving to the green shirts at post 4. Bueno and Benny. Rebote. Bueno picks it up on the bounce. Forehand to the backcourt. Here's Unda. Benny on the backhand. Benny now from the 9 line. What a catch by Bueno. Backhand from the 5 to the inside. Unda's there. Unda rips one over the top. What a catch by Benny. High pick on the left side. Benny again. I think that was a forehand. Rebote left side to the inside. Caught by Bueno. Dropped by Bueno. Point 3. 3 has 4 points returning. With 3 points, the blue at post 2, Benetrix and Douglas. No, I do not believe that there will be live chat with the announcers anyway. That's always been a Pelota function, not in Battle Court. They want us to keep it as professional as possible. So I don't think you'll be talking to us anytime. You're more than welcome to send emails to the World Highlight League if you want to send individual messages to us. I'm sure they'll pass them on. Fault underserve. Point 2, possible game point for the blue shirts of post 2. That's Benetrix and Douglas trying to stop them. Iturbide and Gallo. Over serve. Point 6. Play continues. 6 with 2 points. Here's post 7. Gonaga Nicholas. Nicholas on the catch. Here's the backhand to the inside. Iturbide cross court. Backhand from the 10. Gallo on the catch. Here's the backhand to the inside. Nicholas is there. Low and hard from the forehand of Nicholas. Iturbide has it. What a 2-wall. That was just beautiful. Point 6. 6 on the board with 4 points, serving post 5, returning with 3 points. Jairo and Manu. Manu. Low, hard backhand. That's cut off in the air by Iturbide. Robote to the inside. Beautifully played. Picked on the bounce by Manu. Backhand by Jairo. Robote. Left side. Oh, hooked. 0.5. Possible game point. Black shirts at post 5. Jairo and Manu trying to stop them. Lalu and Aratz. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Manu from the 13. Backhand hits the pad, and the pad is bad. Point and game, post 5. Jairo and Manu. 5 wins at 2 places, 3 serves to 6. This is a playoff for 3rd place.
I need to get these prizes because payrolls this week.
Here's a backhand by Gallo. What a catch by Unda. Big backhand by Unda. Robote coming out. Unda moves cross court. Karam. Oh, too much. 0.6. 6 shows. Unofficial order finish 5-2-6. Your prices will be up in a moment.
Five, 2-6, now official for game number 5. Coming in first, post 5, Jairo Manu. Taking second, post 2, Benetrix and Douglas. Coming in third, post 6, Iturbide and Gallo. The Quinella 2-5 returns $14. The trifecta 5-2-6, $305.40. $2 on the 5-team to win returns $920. Up next, we've got game number 6. Feature singles game starting up here with game 6 and then game 8. No scratches in our 6th game, and post time just about 5 minutes. Good luck. So let's take a look here. Now that Jairo and Manu won game 5, I believe that will wrap up the late doubles and give Jairo and Manu the bonus and the win in that late doubles tournament. So the entire season since we've been back, every win counts towards a late doubles championship, and the team with the most wins at the end of the season takes home a bonus prize. Also, second place finisher takes home a bonus prize as well. But after game 5 right there, Jairo and Manu, that was their 9th win since we've been back from summer break. Good enough to clinch first place. So congratulations to that team. They've also been, if you tuned into Battle Court, they've been a pretty good team for the Cyclones too. I mean, how about 8-2 in Division 2? And then gets to add another win there in the feature doubles championship. Congratulations to Jairo and Manu. So now coming up with game 7. we currently have a tie for second place. Goanaga and Nicholas at 6 wins, Benetrix and Douglas at 6 wins. So if one of those two teams wins Game 7, they will clinch solo second place. If none of the teams win, they will tie for second. We do not play those tiebreakers.
Andrew.
Yes.
I know you just announced it, but you see what I got? See what I
Yeah,
got here?
I
What
got
do
you.
I have? I have a yellow pad. So, singles. So let's do championship singles. This is fall 2025, right?
Yeah, fall 25.
Fall.
Championship singles.
20. I write slow. 2025. Champ. Sing. See?
Well, we were talking about doubles, but now let's flip over to singles, folks. So that was doubles.
Okay.
Singles.
Yeah.
Gaucheri wrapped it up last Thursday with his win in Game 8, I believe. He came over. He said, is it done? It was done.
So that is finished.
So
First place.
Gaucheri's locked in first place, and let's check out the math here. Yeah, Inaki is locked into second place as well in the championship singles.
So Inaki gets second. Do we give a third prize for that?
We do give a third prize. That prize is most wins in all other games. I would imagine that's got to be Ikeda, but hold on. I have the singles here. So it wouldn't include any late game players. It doesn't include the late games. It's just who has the most wins of all other players. So, yeah, I mean, Ikeda's up at 15, and the only ones higher than him are Gaucheri and Inaki. So
it's Ikeda?
Yeah, so Ikeda has got the most wins in all other games. And then...
Good for him. Oh, so then it's the doubles.
Yeah, so as we were saying, so the doubles right now, Hyro and Manu have clinched first place, and then Game 7 will determine second place. Either a tie or one of the two teams will win.
Got it.
And I think, is that it, Stu, for all the bonuses?
Yeah. Unless Scott's going to start handing out Apple equipment.
Is that today? It might be the day.
Like Tennessee's gotten, he's gotten coach's award I mean, Scott doesn't even ask us anymore.
His kids have 2 iPads each. They got
They
two
do.
Apple Watches. I mean, I saw them Friday night walking out of the place. They were decked out.
I think he renamed one of them Steve.
He would do something like that, wouldn't he?
Tennessee?
He's a
Daryl?
nice guy to give credit. You say,
My
you know
God.
what? I appreciate it so much.
This program has been so blessed by having him. I mean, truly. That's not a funny one. That is, I mean, we are truly blessed by having so many people in different positions, but specifically Daryl Rock. What a great human being.
Noel, I've asked that specific question like 10 times in Battle Court, and I have not gotten a positive response any time I've asked it. I completely agree with you. If you had the choice between a game day score or a match score to be shown during a match, you would 1,000 times out of 1,000 choose the game day, the match score, not the game day. So we'll try again.
So begins Game 6. Arrutia serves. Ichibide receives. There's the serve. We begin. Ichibide on the backhand, right up the middle. Arrutia commits, juggling on the catch of Arrutia, point 2. White shirt to post 3. Arats receives. There's a backhand by Arats. Robote forehand with a light touch. Arats took off, got it. Light placement will score. Well thrown, point 3. Green shirt to post 4. Nicholas receives. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Rebote forehand. Split placement. Stays in to score. Point 4. Black shirt at post 5 receiving. Alex. Nicholas on the catch, quickly turns a 2-wall. Alex is somehow there. Karam not opening up as much as Alex would like. Hard throw. Stopped by Alex. Here's the backhand. Low runner to the inside. Scoop and a flip return by Nicholas. That's beautiful. Here's Alex. Fake the drop shot. Plays it back. Nicholas, 2-wall. A rebote. Stopped by Alex. What the hell was that? The Dejada hit the pad. It was all going so well up until that point. Point 4. Yellow shirt at post 6. Here's Manu. Over serve, point 6. Pink shirt at post 7. Douglas receives. Well, one more point. Come down and see us in February. Or this Friday if you want. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirt of post 8, Iñaki. Costado scores for Iñaki, point 8. First round's complete matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in the red of post 1 is Arutia.
Used to mean something, even to me.
Powerful backhand. Iñaki on the catch. Rebote forehand to the outside. Iñaki follows it. Rebote inside. Arutia on the bounce. Backhand from the 9. Two all. Is in. Point 1. 1 with 2 points, serving to post 2. Here's Iturbide. I don't know that we will have any control over the food and beverage choice items, but you can certainly find good Cuban fare within a short drive of the old Miami Highlight. Powerful forehand rebote. Passes. Beautiful catch on the left side of Arutia. Iturbide, backhand. Arutia, backhand from the 10. Costado 2-all. Red by Arutia, but not stopped. Point 2. 2 with 3 points, serving to post 3. Aratz. Horat's on the catch. Here's the backhand. Passing, Robote. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Horat's attacks. Costalo 2-all. Hit the pad. Point 2. Possible game point for the blue shirt of post 2, Iturbide. On the court, trying to stop him. Alex. Thank you, Adam. Always good to hear from you. Always good to see you. Powerful backhand by Alex wall-to-wall from the left side. Robote forehand, 2-pass. Alex on the Robote. Inside. Placement. Robote by Iturbide. Caught in the air by Alex. Alex powerfully from the forehand. Stopped by Iturbide mid-court. Robote save. Scoop high on the left side of Iturbide. Robote to the inside. What a catch by Iturbide. Drop shot. Scores. Point 5. 5 with 2 points. Here's post 4, the green shirt. Nicholas. Robote, left side by Alex to the inside. Scoop by Nicholas. Nicholas goes hard to the inside. Robote forehand by Alex. That's in play. Nicholas on the catch. 2-all. To score. Well done. Point 4. Pink of post 7. Douglas return. Robote forehand by Douglas. Point 7. 7 with 2 points. Here's post 6. Manu. Here's a backhand by Manu to the inside. Swing and a miss. Point 6. 6 with 4 points. Here's post 8. Iñaki. Here's a backhand by Iñaki. Nice save by Manu. Iñaki's there at the 5 line, winding up. 2-all, 2 score, point 8. Iñaki has 3 points. Here's post 1, Urrutia. Powerful forehand rebote by Iñaki. Powerful forehand rebote by Urrutia. 2-all by Inaki. Lands in. Urrutia's got it on the outside. Passes on the inside to score, point one. Urrutia has 4 points. Receiving, the white of post 3, Arats.
He was listening to it's a music.
Hove for serve, point 3. Receiving, with possible game point, the blue of post 2, Iturbide. Arats on the catch, backhand to the inside. Two all by Arats, thrown beautifully to score. Point 3. Possible game point for the white of post 3. Arats trying to stop him. Alex. Here's a backhand by Alex. Caught by Arats. Inside placement. Scores on the second bounce. Point and game to Arats in the white of post 3. 3 wins it 2 places. 4, 6, and 1 playing off for third place. 4 first serves to 6. Catch by Manu, backhand. Robote forehand. Manu makes the catch. Outside placement. It's called in. Point 6, possible show point for Manu. Trying to stop him, Urrutia. Urrutia gets to it. 2 all scores. Point 1. 1 serves to 6. This is show point. Here's a backhand by Manu. Passing, Robote. Long Robote, 2 all by Urrutia scores. 1 shows. 3-2-1. Unofficial order finish for game 6. 3-2-1. There are your prices. $2 Quinella 2-3, 41.60. Trifecta 3-2-1, 406 even. $2 wager on 3 to win, $18.80. $2 wager on post 3 to win, $18.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 7th game, Spectacular 7. Doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Second place on the line here. And look at that with the high five force out. The 4, the 5, and the 8 all have over $2,000 in the full amount. Congratulations. Yeah, so no scratches in game 7.
No scratches in game 7. So we said Benetrux and Douglas and Goanaga and Nicholas are the 2 teams to focus on in game 7. If either of them win, they will get solo second place and take home a bonus prize. If neither of them win, they will stay tied for second place and split that bonus prize. Pretty simple. Not as simple as those playoff possibilities in Battle Court, because we still got a lot left, folks. We can get to that in game 8.
Oh, on that list of most improved, that would be a tough one.
Yeah, Stu, you want to at least start the dialogue? You know, there's been a lot of improved players this season. And it starts with the new guys also, yeah.
Spragley.
For sure.
And that's been a continuation throughout 2025. So Spragley, I would say. CRB, consistent improvement. I'd say that his trajectory, there was no jump. There's just been a consistent trajectory. I believe with Spragley, there was a jump. Tennessee, Rock, making those catches the second half of the season on the left side, telling us that he just figured it out. Not making some of those earlier mistakes. Thank God. And Highlight is still calling for CRB to be most improved.
Well, even though he's not here today, Etcheberry too.
Etcheberry definitely.
I mean, if you look at the graph, it started off low, but then it just spiked midway through the season, and it just has been, it's continued to rise. I mean, I think the way that he's played in the top level of competition too. I mean, you got to factor that in when you think about Etcheberry. He's playing Division 1 and Division 2 in his first Battle Court season, and he's been having some success these last, month and a half, really. I mean, that is unlike really anything we've ever seen. You know, people have come in and they've competed. They don't have a lot to show for it, but Etcheberry's starting to win. And that's scary with the rest of the Devils rounding into form at this time too. Oh. Oh. Boy, that's what I thought we saw. It looked like the ball went through the cage again. Unfortunately, we don't have much longer in this building, because that's happened a few times this year. The space where Unda got the ball stuck in Battle Court, maybe it's expanded a bit, but Hyro just threw an outside placement which went through that spot. And fortunately, the judges were watching outside of their cage, because if they were in there, that ball was just going to ping pong around, and that could have been dangerous.
Could have been unpleasant. So did you see how Nicholas came over asking for something, and I was kind of like, well, you might be able to get it yourself. Not something that you'd normally get yourself, but I might give you permission to go over there and get it yourself, because I really don't want to meander over there to get it.
It's an important box. I don't want to go over there. I feel like I'm going to mess it up.
There we go. Yeah, that's a good excuse. But I've used it myself, no, it's too important for me to F with.
Like I didn't realize it was important, because I see something in the front of that box which looks like an old ID of mine, and then it's like actual real important stuff in there. So I thought it was kind of a joke of a box, but no, that's real. Getting that high five will be paid out. You see the will pays up there, but a chance for someone to take home over $2,000. The 4, the 5, and the 8. You see up there right now. any of those teams win. So who is that specifically? Gonaga Nicholas, Jairo Manu, and Benetrix and Douglas. You guys are good. 3 leaders in the late doubles, and all of them covered in Game 7.
One minute to go before Game 7. Game 7 and 8 is it. Get your questions in now. Will there be any changes in the roster next season? We're expecting 1 addition. One brand new face. Any other faces you've seen before? So just 1 brand new face. And yes, we do expect that play will be somewhat different on the new concha when we do move. All good stuff. Time to begin Game 7, and it is a spectacular 7. Doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. A name? Oh. Serving in the red shirts of post 1. Iturbide, Gallo receiving blue post 2. Alex and Julian. There's a serve. We begin with an overserve. Point 2. White shirts of post 3. Arrutia and Cabrera.
Here we go. Got it? I can't see without my glasses.
Cabrera with the catch up high. Julian is there. Catch by Alex. Cortada caught by Arrutia. Backhand. Alex on the rebote. To the inside. Cabrera's there. Julian from the 10. Arrutia, Costado, light touch. Alex picks it up on the forehand. Arrutia, great read, trying to go for the 2-0 or inside placement, but it hit the pad. Point 2. Green shirts opposed 4. Goanaga and Nicholas. Nicholas on the catch. Here's the backhand. Outside placement of the forehand. Robote will score for Alex. Point 2. Black shirts at post 5. Here's Jairo and Manu. Here's the backhand by Manu. Rebote saved by Alex. He catches that down low. Here's Jairo. Rebote left side, high, caught by Jairo. Jairo placement to the inside. What a catch by Alex. Powerful backhand follows. Manu is there. Point 5. 5 serving, post 6, Lalu and Rotz.
Thank you.
Ball tipped at the sidewall, .5. Pink of post 7, Bueno and Benny receive.
It's pretty simple now. It's just before there was so much, but now it's really
Just because they're like tiebreaker, how many points, like who's going to win, if there's a tie.
for sure. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're going to go through.
I will. Yeah.
Benny on the catch, there's the backhand. Jairo stops it at the sidewall. Robote forehand. Backhand by Manu to the inside. Benny makes the save. Here's Jairo, winding up. Hard throw, stopped by Benny. Bueno on the backhand. Wall to wall. Robote forehand by Jairo. Robote by Benny to the outside on the forehand of Jairo. .5. 5 with 3 points. Here's post 8, purple shirts. Benetrix and Douglas.
Thank you, Andrew, for your help.
Robote, left side, to the inside. Manu saves the Robote. Big bounce. What a catch by Douglas. Handled beautifully in the corner, sends it back on the inside. Big right side by Douglas. Big bounce. Brought down by Manu. Picava stopped by Manu. Drop shot, scores for Jairo. Possible game point for the... Sorry, that's 4 points for post 5. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the red of post 1, Iturbide and Gallo. Gallo on the forehand. He plays it deep. Manu is there. Manu over the top. Catch by Iturbide. Inside placement, read by Manu. He got there, could not make the stop, .1. Play continues, 1 with 2 points, serving to post 3. Urrutia and Cabrera. Cabrera, backhand to the inside. Iturbide on the catch. Rebote left side. Picked up by Cabrera. Iturbide takes it in the air. Urrutia fires one from the Costado inside. Gallo picks it up nicely. Here's Urrutia again. Harder to the inside from the Costado. Rebote dropping. Saved by Gallo. Floater. Stopped on the wall by Urrutia. Powerful backhand follows. Left side play by Cabrera. Rebote saved by Gallo. Urrutia from the 9 line. Powerful throws. Stopped by Iturbide. 2-all by Iturbide. Out. Point 3. 3 with 2 points. Here's post 4. Goanaga, Nicholas. Yeah, we slaughter one. Quite the save by Nicholas. Urrutia is there. Outside placement. Scores. Point 3. Three with 4 points. Receiving. Blue at post 2. Alex and Julian. Here's a backhand by Cabrera. Beautiful catch by Cabrera. Here's the backhand. Backhand by Urrutia. Oh, what a catch by Julian. Backhand from the 11 line. Cabrera, fine catch at the 12. Rebote to the forehand of Alex. Fired straight back. Cabrera's there. Alex calls for the rebote, makes the save. Urrutia moves in, winds up. 2-all. Costado is in and scoring. Point 3. 3 team has 6 points. Possible game point. Trying to stop them. Lalu and Arats. Here's a backhand by Arats, caught by Urrutia. Cabrera on the backhand. Rebote left side. Urrutia powerfully to the inside. Arats looks for the rebote, plays it from the left side. Lalu in the air. Backhand thrown powerfully. Arats on the catch. Beautifully caught on the side wall at the 10 line. Rebote. Rebote to the outside. Arats reads it. Stops it. Cabrera goes to the floor. Cannot make the play. Point 6. 6 with 2 points. Here's post 7. Bueno and Benny. Rebote forehand. Here's the backhand by Benny. To the corner, stopped by Arats. Forehand by Rotz. Benny makes this catch. Rebote forehand just above the pad. Lalu is there. Carom by Lalu opens and scores point 6. 6 with 4 points. Here's post 8. Benetrix and Douglas. Backhand by Douglas. Powerfully thrown to the inside. Benetrix from the 8. Right to the corner. Rotz is there. Douglas from the 10. Powerful throw. Rotz on the catch. To the inside. Rebote forehand. Midcourt. Stopped by Rotz. Benetrix aggressively from the 7. Low, hard backhand. Scoop by Benetrix. Powerful throw. Rebote is saved. Benetrix makes the stop. Powerful throw. Stop by Rotz. Douglas on the forehand. Crossing. Lalu. Rebote. Beautiful catch overhead by Douglas. Big backhand follows. Rebote forehand by Lalu. Douglas is there. Rebote midcourt. Lalu sends it inside. Douglas on the rebote. Powerfully thrown. Rotz on the catch. Benetrix from the Costavo to the inside. Catch by Benetrix. Powerful throw. This passes. What a save by Rotz. It just caught the bar above the front wall. Tremendous effort by all 4 players. Point goes to the 8. Post 5 receives. The black shirts return. Jairo and Manu. Manu on the catch, backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote for the bounce to the inside. Manu's there. Douglas takes that in the air, backhand from the 11, powerfully. To the forehand of Manu. Manu over the top, Picada. Caught by Douglas, backhand from the 9 line. Powerful backhand. Rebote forehand. Rebote by Benetrix. Dropping in front of Manu. 2-all Rebote into the pad, and the pad is bad. Point 8. 4 points for the 8 team. Returning with 2. Thread of post 1. Iturbide and Gallo. Michelle Brunel, thank you very much for your constant viewing and multiple positive comments. Gallo from the forehand. Benetrix, backhand from the 8. Gallo now from the 13. Rebote forehand. Cut off by Iturbide. Iturbide is winding up. Back to the inside he goes. Douglas is there. Powerful backhand by Douglas. That scores. Point 8. Possible game point. Purple shirts at post 8. Benetrix and Douglas trying to stop them. Goanaga and Nicholas. Powerful backhand by Nicholas. Low runner is scooped up by Douglas and a beautiful catch. Powerful backhand follows. Goanaga powerfully from the right side. Stopped by Benetrix. Benetrix goes wall to wall from the left side. Rotate forehand by Goanaga. Rebote saved by Benetrix. Cut off by Goanaga. He's winding up. Back to the inside it goes. Caught by Douglas on the bounce. Hard throw to the inside. Stopped by Goanaga. Rebote left side by Benetrix for the bounce. Brought in by Nicholas. What a catch by Douglas at the 10. Powerful backhand. Rebote forehand saved. by Goenaga. Here's Douglas over the top from the 11 line. Big bounce. Caught by Nicholas. Benetrix backhand from the 7. Blast to the inside. Nicholas is there. Low and hard by Nicholas. Caught by Benetrix. Benetrix to the inside. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. That clears the overhead screen. Robote forehand fired to the feet of Nicholas. He makes the catch. Powerful right side. Douglas looking for the Robote. He makes the save. Douglas again. Robote save. That ball's in play. Oh! In and out of the cesta of Goenaga. That is point and game to the purple shirts of post 8. Douglas and Benetrix. 3 places, 6 serves to 5. This is show point. Beautiful catch by Manu. Powerful backhand. Robote. Jairo makes the catch in the air. Light touch. Aratz advances to make the catch in the air. Aratz from the 10 line. Costado 2-wall by Jairo. Karam by Lalu to score. 6 shows. Unofficial order finish, 836. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results and prices. Official 4, Game 7 coming in first, post 8. Benetrix and Douglas, that secured them. The second place finish for Fall Pelota, the doubles championship, which was won by Jairo and Manu. Coming in second, post 3, Urrutia and Cabrera. Coming in third, post 6, Lalu and Aratz. 836. $2 Quinella 38, 77.40. $2 trifecta 836, 378.60. $2 wager on 8 to win, $13.40. The high 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 8. 5 of 5 numbers returning $2,089.20. 3, 4, 5, 3, 8 in the mandatory payout. 5 of 5 numbers returning $2,089.20. We've enjoyed the high 5 very much. Up next, our final Pelota game of 2025 and our final Pelota game to be played here at the Magic City Fronton. A spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. No scratches. Post time now about 5 minutes away. Good luck. So, Andrew, do you have any... Oh, you're working on that project, aren't you?
It's okay. We got game 8 still.
So...
It's a lot of scenarios. I was just putting them on paper.
So, what are your thoughts as we wind down the point where we can talk to others, not just ourselves?
Well, I would like to take the time.
Yes?
I mean, we said our thank yous. We'll have time to thank the people here, but I mean, to the fans. I mean, really, I think about it like a streamer. If they had nobody in the chat, how boring would that be? How boring would this whole thing be without you guys? You're an essential part of what we do and what we've done every day over the last 5 years.
Absolutely.
And if you guys weren't so interested from the start and didn't ask questions and didn't, just continually show up every day, we wouldn't be doing the show the way that we are. So, I mean, that's where I want to start and say thank you guys for your continued support, and we'll be back and better than ever in 2026.
Especially to folks who took the extra step. You don't have to take the extra step. We're just happy you're here. We know that there's a lot of people who don't even sign in and say hi, which is perfectly okay as long as you're watching and enjoying. But, you know, when you get to other folks who send us gifts in the mail, I mean, travel down here to see us. You know, you got Mo Crank, who's, of course, been down to see us. And we have, oh, come on, I'm just blanking on his name. Schmel. Schmel, what's cooking? Making a special trip to come down and see us. That's just so extra special. The regular commentary, friends that we've made along the way in the chat. Jatna, again, no matter what you say, you're always going to be one of my favorites because you are an organically developed highlight fan. And that's not something I thought. Hold on a second. Switch, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's me in the background telling the players to switch and see if you look on your screen. They switch. That's real power. Just kidding. Jatner, you're an organically developed highlight fan, and I didn't think that would happen after maybe the early 2000s, mid 2000s maybe. So that's why you hold a special place. And yeah, you're going to say, look at me. You know, people still like me in highlight generally, and I have said some of the most brutal stuff there is to say out there. So say what you have to say. We will continue to take in the feedback. I know that there's something about the building that we're going to that just makes people want to talk schnit. There's just something about that building. Why don't you put this here? Why don't you put that there? Why is this camera here? Why do they talk there? Why is this the color jersey? How many balls did you go through before you got to this ball? Why did you use this ball instead of that ball? Why? Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Continue it, because as long as you're doing that, I know you're interested.
Absolutely, Stu.
Love you too, Jadna. That's sweet.
Well, we still got some highlight to finish up this year, folks. So Battle Court tonight and Friday, and then a week from Friday we have our playoffs. It's a doubleheader that day, December 5th. We play at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. And then the following Friday, December 12th, will be our championship.
And the one thing I can say for sure, again, you know, we're being a little cagey about, you know, still talking about the other place.
Yeah.
Bigger, bolder, better. Bigger, bolder, better.
I like it. And from
No
what
question.
I've heard,
no question about it.
very accurate.
Bigger, bolder, better. A place where you're going to say, you know, I really want to get off. And seriously, for anybody considering, you know, taking one of these excessively cheap flights to see us Battle Court 2026, just do it. I mean, literally, you're less than 1 mile from Miami International Airport. I mean, Miami International Airport is on the same road as the next facility, 36th Street.
Yeah, it's nice enough you can get a ride, baby. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. If someone, well, how will we know? You know, because they won't be able to chat with us. But no, I would pick someone up at the airport on my way there. All right, let's play this last game. Time.
Game number 8 to close out this Pelota season. Thank you, everyone.
No, I know what you mean. Every change is, you know, every change can be a little bit sad, but it's okay. Yes, Ling Chen. Having managed there for 20 years, I know how you feel about the old place. Time to begin our 8th and final game. Manu is serving. Nicholas receives. So very happy to hear that, Matthew Eves. Hope you stick with it and continue to enjoy it. Robote forehand by Manu. Nicholas. 2-all. Caught the pad. Point 1. Receiving the white shirt of post 3, Iturbide. The American Animal, glad you have a real positive memory associated with Highlight. And that you're still following it. That's tremendous. Big backhand by Iturbide stays in play. That's a powerful forehand Robote. Inside placement scores. on the second bounce. Point 3. Green shirt to post 4. Alex. Over serve, point 4. Black shirt to post 5. Douglas receives. There's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote on the wall. Douglas takes that on the bounce. Backhand from the 8 line. Dropping into the corner. Rebote saved by Alex. He passes. Rebote forehand, low and inside. Alex is there. Powerful forehand. Floats out. Point 4. 2 points for the 4 post. Receiving, yellow shirt to post 6, Iñaki. Thank you, Balu. I'll pass that on to the players. Here's a backhand by Iñaki. Scoop, attempt miss, point 6. Pink shirt to post 7. Receiving, Urrutia. Powerful backhand by Urrutia off the serve. Iñaki, forehand rebote. 2-all. Out. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8. Arats. Rats on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand. Played to pass. Wall to wall. Rats 2-all. Stopped by Urrutia. Urrutia from the outside. Powerfully. What a catch by Rats. Low runner to the inside is perfectly thrown to score. Point 8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return the blue post 2, Nicholas. Are we really the dream team for highlight announcing?
There's got to be dreamy or duo, right?
There's no one that I'd rather announce highlight alongside. There's a few people that I might like to include, but I guess it's kind of like a marriage.
Yeah.
Hard throw to the inside. Scoop by Arats. He faked the 2-all, drops it inside to score. Point 8. 3 points for post 8. Here's post 1, Manu. Now, there's really no one that I'd rather announce with than Andrew. Yes, Benny Bueno would be fun.
And I agree.
Dave would be fun. Lindsay would be fun. You know, she got in here a couple times. Lindsay would be fun. Inaki would be fun. You wouldn't understand part of it, but it would be fun. Funniest guy on the roster. Rebote, left side to the inside. Scores, point 1. Manu with 3 points. Serving 2 post 3, Iturbide. I've always felt that JR, at some point should have had a headset and a microphone occasionally. But no, as far as just 2 people doing this day to day, after Paulie, of course, when this all started, Andrew just helped make it wonderful, and I appreciate that. Robote forehand sent straight back. Inside placement scores. 0.3. Black shirt to post 5. Douglas. Costello 2-all. Lands in and scores. My, oh my, 0.5. Green to post 4. Alex receive. Costello 2-all lands in and scores. 0.4. 4 points. Here's post 6. Iñaki. Robote forehand by Iñaki. Alex makes the catch. Drop shot. Had it. 0.4. Possible game point for the green shirt of post 4. Alex trying to stop him. Post 7. The pink shirt. Arrutia. Arrutia on the catch. There's the backhand. Robote. Coming out to the 7 line. Turned on the forehand of Alex. Arrutia stops at the 10. Robote forehand. Arrutia attacks. 2-all to score. 0.7. 7 with 3 points, serving to post 2. Here's Nicholas. Stu and Andrew are the best legitimately. That was a comment there. Does that make you feel better?
Mr. Schumann.
Thank you, Mr. Schumann.
What a guy.
Robote forehand by Arrutia. Stopped by Nicholas. Nicholas from the 10 line to the inside. Robote forehand. Powerfully thrown and passing. Robote forehand. Shooting down. Oh, the scoop attempt in and out of the cesta. 0.2. 2 with 2 points. Here's post 8. Arats. Say, highlight, we're glad that you feel that the 2018 players are part of your family. We absolutely feel the same way. We've gone through quite a bit with that gang of fellows. Here's the backhand by Arats. Robote forehand by Nicholas. Arats attacks, tips it at the sidewall, 0.2. 4 points for Nicholas in the blue of post 2. Receiving post 1, Manu. There's a backhand by Manu. Robote forehand by Nicholas. Nicholas, what a catch overhead. Shoots it outside. Manu, that's just kind of crazy what he was able to do. That ball stopped in midair and spun and then hit the ground. I've never seen that before. I've literally never seen the ball stop, spin, and then drop. The beauty of Magic City. 0.1. Possible game point for the red shirt at post 1. Manu trying to stop him. Eat your B-Day. Here's a backhand by Iturbide. Drops into the corner. Manu saves it. Puts it inside. Iturbide is out. Point and game, post one, Manu. 4 places, 2 shows. Unofficial order of finish, 1, 4, 2, 4, our final game. Those are the players. Those are the players. Applauding you, the fans, and themselves. That's right. Here are our prices. 1, 4, 2, the official order of finish for game number 8. $2 Quinella 1-4, 104.40. Trifecta 142, 168.40. $2 wager on 1 to win is $9. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for our 50th and final performance in 2025. And that will do it for Pelota Highlight here at Magic City. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of the World Highlight League, Battle Court, Magic City Highlight, H2H, and everything else we've been called in between, we'd like to thank you for joining us for all of this exciting highlight action. Thank you for supporting us from the development stages of this program to where we are now. Remember that we will continue with Battle Court through the end of this season, and then we'll be moving on and starting February 2026. Thanks as always. Bye-bye from High Live.